What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have The Big Push. Yes, indeed, how about that? The Big Push making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined and doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bob, do me a favor before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Bren, and this is actually Bren's prioritized request for the month of November for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Bren. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Bren wanted to see me react to this. It is The Big Push with a mashup of sorts, I guess, of I Shot the Sheriff, Road to Zion, hip hop.
You kidding me?
That's what the title says. I Shot the Sheriff, Road to Zion, hip hop. Take that for what it's worth.
What the hell is going on?
Now, have I heard this song before? Not this song. I've heard I Shot the Sheriff. I know I've heard that song. Road to Zion? No, haven't heard that. And hip hop, is that even a song? Or is that a style that they're going for this mashup? I'm not 100% sure. But one thing I do know, I haven't heard this particular song, this mashup. I know for a fact I haven't heard this. So yeah, this is going to be a reaction without question. Now, The Big Push, from what I've been told by Bren and others, the whole reason that this is coming about is I did a reaction to a song from Ren called Hi Ren. And it got mixed reviews. My reaction got mixed reviews. A lot of people hated on me, Jesus. Man, the insults and the name calling were flying by a lot of Ren fans, you know, because I didn't pay attention to the lyrics.
Unacceptable!
Sorry, but not sorry. Not at all. Not one little bit. I can honestly care less. You know, if people are going to hate me, they're going to hate me, whatever. But I mean, at the same time, why waste your time? Seriously, why waste your time writing this big, long comment, insulting me in every way possible, calling me every name possible, when all I'm going to do is block you? I mean, seriously, why bother? But I mean, look, I don't mind people disagreeing with me, and I left those comments up. If people just wanted to disagree with me, fine, no problem. I'm not going to block them. Everybody has a right to be, you know, have their opinion about, you know, this. But when you get insulting with me and when you get personal with me and you're letting the insults and the name calling fly, I'm not going to tolerate that. Of course I'm going to block you. I don't need to deal with that negativity just because I didn't pay attention to the lyrics. Seriously? That's what every other reactor does. If that's what you want to see, go watch every other reactor. Don't watch this channel. God, I paid attention to the music. I paid attention to the guitar playing, his technique, his approach. And I got a lot of compliments for that. A lot of people were like, thank you for being different. Thank you for giving us a different perspective. And most people were actually at least respectful and saying, listen, I may not necessarily agree with you, but you have your right to your own opinion, and you backed up your reasoning for what you gave, and you backed up your reasoning, so you know, that's fine. And most people, I would say 90% of the people that watched it and left comments were at least respectful. But there were that 10%. There was that 10%. I added a lot of people to the block list, man. I really did. But listen, I gotta do what I gotta do for the sake of the channel. So Bren said, let's do this instead. This is Ren's musical project. This is Ren's band. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So now we got a whole band now around Ren playing a song, which I think could be very interesting. So we'll see how this goes. This was posted by The Big Push, okay? And almost prophetic, almost like some prophecy is trying to come to pass here. The video has 9.9. Yeah, I see what happened there. 9.9 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Big Push. I Shot the Sheriff, Road to Zion Hip Hop. That, see what I mean? All there. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Wow, those straight eights.
You sit all around in my hometown.
Got that reggae feel in the voice. Nice.
People try to track me down. For a crime that I did not commit. Yes, if for a murder of a deputy. Set for a life.
Getting down with it.
Of a deputy. But I said, did I shot the sheriff?
Hey now.
Did not shoot no deputy. I shot the sheriff.
These are harmonies. Oh, the guitar player.
It was in self-defense. I said, Sheriff John Brown, that man hated me.
Hey now.
For what, I just don't know.
Okay.
Whenever I would try to plan to see, he would say, kill it before it grows.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed for a number of reasons. First of all, most importantly, vocals. Up in that higher upper register, up in that octave higher register for like the entire first 2 minutes of the song. And then all of a sudden he drops down a full octave, one whole octave down. And I gotta tell you, I think I like the lower register vocals better than the higher register. Sounds good. It sounds deep. It sounds thick in the voice. I like it. I really like it. Some great delivery vocally. Definitely got the reggae feel in the voice. I mean, the reggae feels throughout everybody. I mean, everybody, especially within the drums and bass. But vocally, he's pulling it off like really well. So yeah, man, that's good. The drumming and the bass player are absolutely locked in. Absolutely locked in. The drummer and the bass player are just on point. Got that great reggae feel going. Really am digging that. The other guitar player filling out the sound. I like that. Sticking to the chords. and the backing vocals to boot, but the harmonies, really nice job on his part. No, so far so good. Let's keep going. Let's see where this goes.
We would take it before you
Now he's back up again.
but I say I did not should not deputy. I shot the shade, but I swear it was in self-defense. Oh, give it up for Remain next season, please.
Hey now. Nice sweep. Nice sweep.
World of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy. Media clowns, them and abusing their put up, but media clowns, they're not for nothing but that. Boom. The young trendsetter, come on, more the damn slow. When I bust a trigger finger like bam bam, it do. When I bust a trigger finger, come on, here we go. Person in the here we go. Got to keep it moving on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road. Got to keep it burning.
Bang. Wow. Did I just hear him count off at a faster tempo? I think I did. I may have to catch that again. Vocal delivery, holy smokes. His delivery is fantastic. He's going off tempo, he's going off meter, but he's squeezing it in and he's making it fit. Not easy to do. Not by any stretch. Really nice job on his part. I love watching him play. I love not from a guitar playing standpoint, but from a body language standpoint. Man, he's putting his whole body into it. Like when he gets down, he gets down. Like down. You know what I mean? He does, man. I love that. I love watching musicians do that. Because that's when you know that they're really feeling it. They're really into it. When they do that stuff like that, and they can't help themselves. I know I can't. When I'm playing and I'm into the song, man, I absolutely get into it. Sometimes I'll even get in trouble for that. Because if I'm just supposed to be back there standing there playing the songs and I'm rocking out to it, man, I've been chewed out a few times for it. Frankly, I don't care. If I'm into the song, man, I'm going to get into it and I'm going to get lost in it. And I can see that that's exactly what Ren's doing. That little guitar solo from the guitar player over on, I guess you could call it stage left. Really nice. Some nice sweeps. Some really nice vibrato on those sustained notes. Not taking it too far. I feel like he's capable of doing more. I do. I really feel like he's capable of doing way more than what we saw. I feel like he was kind of reserved on his guitar playing. But that's good because what he played fit the context of the song. If he had gone to a full-blown shred fest, it would not have fit. It absolutely would not have fit. What he played in that solo was just what the song needed. Outstanding work. Bass player and drummer still keeping it locked down. Let's see if I'm right. I think I heard him count off a little faster. Let's see if I'm right about that.
On the road, I got to keep it
Ha ha ha! Like a ska field now. Only we're at the ska field.
With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, boy. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, boy, come on now.
All right.
And even more, let's take it down. Keep it going, but tempo slow, just here, ha, here, it's still bigger than a hip, ha, here, still bigger than a hip, ha, hip, still bigger than a hip. My drum beat.
Accelerating.
One thing about music, when it hits, you feel no pain. Rifles, they control your brain. I know better than that. That's game. I'm me ready for that. Two soldiers ahead of a pack. My factory's got the guy. Where my army at? Whatever time, not react. Back the beats. It don't reflect on how many records get sold. On test roads, I'm rock and roll. Whether your projects or on hold. In the real world, we just people with ideas. We just like you and me. When the smoke and camera disappear again, the real world. It's bigger than all these fake ass records. When the profiles got the millions and my woman's disrespected. If you
They are messing with tempo. I love it. The thing is, you got to be ready for it. And they're all reading each other. Now, listen, I'm sure this is rehearsed. You can, and here's the thing. Everybody's like, well, if you practice long enough, you practice often enough, then you'll get it every time. No, you won't. Look, even with rehearsals, even with spending hours working on transitions like that, you still got to watch each other. You still got to read each other because you've got to lock in with each other. And when you change tempo like that, it's not like you can take a whole measure to figure it out. If you're going to change tempo like that, you all got to be on the exact same page at the exact same time, at the exact same moment, at the exact same speed. So that is, trust me when I say this, folks, that is not easy to do. And they pulled it off brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. Great use of tempo fluctuation. Whether it be, with accelerandos, where you slowly get faster and faster and faster and faster, or like we just heard there, where it's sudden, it's abrupt, and it just happens with no lead in, no setup, and they all came in right together. Nice job, really nice job. We only got about a minute left. Let's finish this out. We'll get to the review.
Ideas, we just like you and me. When the smoke and camera disappear again, the real world. It's bigger than all these fake ass records. When my profiles got the millions and my woman's disrespected. If you check one too, my would have advised to you, just relax. If that don't work, then do what you got to do and kick the facts. If you a liar, wolf, crier, bush crier, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. But then if you a liar, mouth on fire, pants on fire, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. It's bigger than a hip. Hip, it's still bigger than a hip. It's still bigger than a hip.
Bring it down, dynamics. One more time. Yep. nice job. Really nice. Really, really nice. There's a lot to say. There's a lot to say. I'm going to have to do my best to condense this down because I don't want to be here, and I'm sure you don't want to listen to me talking for 30 minutes. So I'm going to have to do some serious condensing. Try to get it under 10 if possible. And I can't guarantee that, though. I cannot guarantee I'm going to get it under 10. I'm going to do my best. That's the only thing I can promise is I'll do my best. But we'll have to wait and see how this goes. All right, let me get my thoughts together. Let me try to condense as much as possible. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was the big push with I Shot the Sheriff, Road to Zion, Hip Hop. This was a request from Bren, and this was actually Bren's prioritized request for the month of November for being a Silver Tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Bren. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. There was a lot going on here. There was a lot, and we're gonna do I am gonna do my best to keep this as short as possible, but there's quite a few things we need to discuss. Now, before I get my score, I'm just gonna say this, and if I upset people, I upset people, and I'm sorry if you're gonna get upset by what I say, but at the same time, I'm not sorry either, because this needs to be said. A lot of people come to these reactions that I do with certain expectations. They expect this channel to be like every other reaction channel out there. And they want me to focus on the lyrics, and they want me to focus on the words, and they want me to focus on the meaning behind the words. Folks, this is not the channel for you. Because I don't do lyrics. Lyrics go right over my head, and I have no concept or grasp of lyrics and lyrical meaning and lyrical interpretation in any way, shape, or form. I do, however, understand music. I understand theory. I understand chord structures. I understand chordal progressions. I understand song structures. I understand time signatures. I understand key signatures. I understand notation. I understand all of that. I understand musical techniques. I understand instrumental techniques from guitar players, from drummers, from bass players. I understand all of that, okay? That's why this channel stands apart, because I understand all of that. I don't do lyrics. If you want lyrics, go watch one of those other reaction channels. I am dead serious. Feel free to stop watching the video right now. Don't leave me a nasty comment. I'm just gonna block it. Seriously, don't waste your time. Just leave and go watch one of those other channels. I'm sure you'll be happy with them. Now, if you are looking for something different, if you would like a different perspective, then by all means, stay here and enjoy the show. There, done. Now, moving on. Let's start off with the score. Should I start with the score? No. I'm gonna hold off on the score. I'm gonna make you wait.
You suck!
Now, the song. Really nice mashup. I'm not familiar with Road to Zion, and I'm not familiar with hip hop. I don't even know if that's even a real song. I don't know. Road to Zion, I think I've heard of that song before. I think I have, but I've never heard it. I'm not familiar with it, so I don't recognize those two. But I do know I Shot the Sheriff. And I could not tell until the lyrics came in what the words were. I could hear what the words were. And I noticed there was a difference. When he was saying Road to Zion, I was like, oh, okay, well, we must be on the Road to Zion part. And therein lies one of the coolest things about the song. The transition from song to song to song to song. So smooth. Like, it didn't feel janky. I didn't feel any separation. It literally blended from one to the next to the next. And wow, that is not easy to pull off, folks. Let me tell you, it is not easy to do. They did a great job of it. The style of the playing, very appropriate with that reggae feel throughout the entire thing, until they bumped up the tempo into what felt like, at least to me, it felt like it went from reggae to ska, just with no horns. But it because of the tempo increase, though, it felt like stylistically, it felt like it changed. And then they came back down again, we're right back into reggae again. Now, I could be wrong about that. I very well could be. Maybe it was reggae the whole time, just with a tempo increase. But I felt like when they did go into the faster tempo, there was a little bit of a style change. Not big, very, very, very subtle. But it felt more like ska to me when we went up into that faster tempo. Call me crazy, but that's how I felt. Very well done. The play with the tempos. My goodness. I talked about this during the reaction, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it again. But guys, gals, when you do mess around with tempo, you got to be locked in. Especially when the tempo changes are sudden. Because when you're doing a slow accelerando and you're going a little bit faster and then a little bit faster, 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 you're able to follow along with each other and you're able to gradually, progressively get a little bit faster. But when you do it suddenly, there is no lead up. You have to be ready and you have to be locked in with each other and you have to be watching each other so that when you all come in on that faster downbeat or slower downbeat, whichever the case may be, you are all together on one, not on and, not on two. You have to be together on one, because if you're not going to be together and it's going to sound really, really weird, really, really off. I never heard that. Not once during that entire performance did I ever hear that. Great job reading each other, watching each other, locking in with each other, and making sure that when one happened, we were all together. Great job. Outstanding job. And it didn't just happen once, it happened every single time. Let's talk about the musicianship. Let's talk about the actual artist. Starting off with bass and drums, locked in and solid. Man, you talk about the foundation. That's it. Bass and drums, man. If they're not locked in, this song and this mashup, it is going to fall apart. It is going to crumble like a skyscraper during a 9.0 earthquake. It is not going to be pretty. That was not the case here. They were absolutely locked in with each other, which made it a lot easier for the other two guitar players and the vocalists to lock in with them. A lot easier, trust me. So great job to the drummer, great job to the bass player. Nothing all that fancy happening within the playing between the guitar and between the bass and the drummer, but solid. And trust me when I say this, I would rather play with a solid drummer who can keep time, keep the rhythm going, keep the feel going, and not have any distractions, rather than some fancy drummer who knows every trick in the book and cannot keep time to save their lives. We've had drummers like that on the channel. You know who I'm talking about, so we're not going to talk about them, but I'll take a solid drummer to play with any day. The guitar player over on stage left, we're in the middle of a street, so I'm calling it the stage. The lead guitar player, we'll just call him that. Nice job. Really nice playing. Very tasteful playing. I talked about his solo at length. I'm not going to talk about it at length again. All I'm going to say is everything that he played made sense and fit the song like a glove. Outstanding job on his part. Ren's guitar playing. Eric Clapton would be proud. That's all I'm going to say. That intro, man, with him playing, I was like getting serious Clapton vibes. And man, I wonder if Eric Clapton has ever seen this video, because if he has, I guarantee you he would applaud that playing. I can guarantee you. Man, it sounded good. It sounded good. He knew when to solo. He knew when to lead line. He knew when to strum the chord. He knew when to keep it from a two-string chord, just a simple triad, and when to go all 6 strings, full-blown chord. He knew exactly what to do and when to do it. to make it feel as appropriate as possible. Man, some solid playing from Ren, man. I absolutely dug everything he did on the guitar. His vocals, man, his delivery was ridiculous. Like, there were some times where he should have, seriously, he should have been arrested. he should have absolutely been arrested for committing the crime against phrasing that he committed. But here's the thing, he made it all fit. Whether it was fitting triplets in, 16th notes in, sextuplets in, I don't know what you would call 7 into a 4/4 phrase. Whatever that, 7 notes into the phrase, 11 beats into the phrase, whatever it might be, he always made it fit. And I just, in order to do that, you have got to be so precise on your subdivision counting. Because if you're not, you're going to be tripping over yourself. I never felt that. Not one time during his vocals did I ever feel like he was starting to stumble, he was starting to fumble or bumble. I never felt like he was losing it. He was in control 100% of the time. His diction, his vowel formation, his delivery, his projection, his power, his dynamics, all on point. All on point. I got absolutely no complaints about what he did vocally. As a matter of fact, I would say his vocals were honestly the most impressive thing, especially the meters. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. So good. Just a very impressive job overall from him. Definitely the highlight, without question. The communication during the course of the entire song, like I said, I'm sure it's rehearsed, and I said this before, rehearsal's one thing. You could rehearse and rehearse and rehearse to your heart's content, but when it comes down to performance and executing what you performed, your practice will get you so far, but you still have to deliver. You know what I mean? They absolutely delivered, without question. No, this was this was fantastic, man. This was fun to watch. It was fun to listen to. Taking everything into consideration, on a scale of 1 to 10, we're gonna stick with it. I'm gonna give that a 9.2. Yep, 9.2. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel that performance and that song, that mashup, deserved. I feel good about that score, and that is where we're gonna stay. And if you got a problem with it, again, sorry, but I'm not sorry. Remember, folks, this is just my opinion, all right? This is just how I personally feel. If you're going to take my opinion and you're going to take it as the gospel, that's on you. That's not on me. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You guys are certainly entitled to yours, just like I'm entitled to mine. So 9.2, I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So 9.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.